Hello everybody, this is Maddie with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're all doing very well out there in the Altcoin Buzz army. Today we're looking at 3 coins and tokens that have stood resilient in the face of a bloody market. They've stood in opposition to any major form of retracement that we've seen in this months-long bear market. They've shown promise, they've shown sturdiness, and those are Theta token, Safe Exchange coin, otherwise known as Safex, and perhaps the most impressive is Binance coin. So we're going to look at the fact that these projects have stood strong over the last few months and take a little bit of a look into all of those individually. But we're going to begin with the main news story, so far the biggest news story of the week, and that is, of course, the fact that Coinbase custody is now open for business. So here in this article by Garrett on altcoinbuzz.io, we're going to explore what that means and what the implications are. So Coinbase Custody, a branch of Coinbase aiming to welcome institutional investor money. That's the name of the game lately, and that's a very, very important aspect of this. So it's officially opened for business. The goal for Coinbase Custody is to become the most trusted and simple to use crypto custody service in the world. They've already accepted their first deposit last week, adding, quote, over the coming weeks, we'll continue onboarding a set of world-class clients that includes leading crypto hedge funds, exchanges, and ICO teams. You can take a look at their update on Twitter, the Coinbase's team update, that is. So Coinbase Custody is officially open for business, providing secure storage for crypto assets for institutions in both the US and Europe. Before the end of the year, we hope to bring this offering to Asia as well. And this links to the Coinbase blog, which we're going to take a look at in a second, but continuing with Garrett's article. So according to their announcement, Coinbase is currently responsible for over $20 billion in crypto assets. Coinbase Custody plans to use cold storage and multi-factor authentication to secure the crypto assets of the institutional investors. Currently, Coinbase Custody can only provide the services to clients in the US and Europe, but they plan to offer Asian clients their services by the end of the year. And as with Coinbase, at the moment, we're dealing with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash, but there are plans to add future crypto projects to that in the future. So Coinbase Custody is looking to implement some, quote, crypto-first features that would introduce their clients to various features of the crypto market, such as proof of stake and distributed ledger. And of course, this isn't all they're up to. You may remember that very recently they've led, Mr. Armstrong has led in the creation of crypto charities, Give Crypto. So their dedication to security is also another feature that we can point to. So Garrett comments that it's great to see that not only is Coinbase Custody welcome institutional money, they are also eager to introduce their clients to crypto and blockchain tech. It is clear that Coinbase is valuing the adoption of the market over their own personal gain, and hopefully this new service from Coinbase will bring institutional investors off the sidelines. Yes, I think that's everybody's hope. And guys, honestly, I'll just be honest. For me, I'm a big fan of Coinbase as a platform. I think they've done a pretty good job there. The only real shadiness that we've seen was some of that alleged, purported insider trading when Bitcoin Cash was added. That was a little bit fishy, admittedly. But aside from that, I think they've been a very safe, very stable, very consistent service. So I'm happy to see them introducing this new service, this Coinbase Custody initiative. And I think the investors are going to basically recognize them for the very solid platform, the very solid business that they are. You can check out the website here, custody.coinbase.com. So digital asset custody for institutions owned and operated by Coinbase, the leader in digital currency. We're going to link to this, of course, in the description. You can check it out. A letter from our CEO. Over 100 hedge funds have been created in the past year exclusively to trade digital currency. By some estimates, there is $10 billion of institutional money waiting on the sidelines to invest in digital currency today. I feel like that's an old quote. There's a lot more than $10 billion of institutional money. But you get the idea. So check out the website, guys. Check out their blog post here. Coinbase Custody is officially open for business. So last week, Coinbase Custody accepted its first deposit. Today, we're proud to announce that we're officially open for business. Over the coming weeks, we'll continue onboarding. I think I mentioned that already. Coinbase Custody's mission is to make digital currency investment accessible to every eligible financial institution and hedge fund in the world. We'll achieve this by striving to become the most trusted and easiest to use crypto custody service available. Coinbase Custody is a combination of Coinbase's battle-tested cold storage for crypto assets, an institutional-grade broker-dealer, and its reporting services, and a comprehensive client coverage program. Let us know what you think about this initiative, guys. I think it's yet another positive development in the institutional investment space. And opinions tend to differ on this, but at least in my book, I think that's exactly what crypto needs. So do be sure to leave your thoughts, your comments below. We'd love to hear your point of view. And just a reminder about some of Coinbase's other initiatives. So also by Garrett, in this article, we look at Brian Armstrong, who seeks to bank the unbanked by launching a charity called GiveCrypto.org. So this from last week, you may remember we covered that. Also a very interesting initiative on the part of Coinbase. So in other news today, guys, we're just going to do a quick roundup of a few different projects that, at least for me, are on my radar, that are on the radars of some of the members of the Altcoin Buzz team. And I can imagine some of the viewers and listeners out there in the Altcoin Buzz army. We're taking a look at projects that have really held up over the course of the months-long bear market. And despite all the retracement that we've seen, despite the dwindling crypto market cap that has just taken so many hits and has fallen time and time again, you have some of these projects that have really been resilient and have really stood strong in the face of adversity. One of those is Theta token, and this is something that caught my attention much earlier in the year. You can take a look at the price history here. I mean, it has performed very, very well, going back even all the way to January, despite some of the highs that we saw across the board and then some of the steep fall-offs that we saw sort of mid to late January. I mean, look at Theta's all-time high wasn't even in January. It's been very consistent and had some very solid activity coming, actually going back just to June, as you can see here. So currently, yes, it's reacting favorably to market conditions. We saw a little bit of a pump in the last couple of days. That's fine. But I compliment this project for the fact that it has remained consistently strong, and it's demonstrated consistent interest on the part of its investors and its user base. So taking a look here, something that was covered by Crypto Globalist. This was an update recently. So Theta token, Theta Labs, to spend $2 million for dApp development. So this is something that is highlighted on their website. You could take a look at this. Taking a look at their website, Theta, the next generation video delivery powered by you. So the Theta testnet launches with Theta powered Silver TV channel. You can learn more about that. We're going to link to the article in a second. You can take a look at their website. They're doing quite a lot. You can see that their news updates are readily available here for you to explore. You have the problem of live video streaming today. You have Theta's proposed solution for decentralized video streaming powered by users and an innovative new blockchain. Feel free to take a deeper look into that. Why Theta? Some of the advantages that it offers over the current solutions. Open source platform. You can read the documentation in the Theta white paper, some of the innovations that they're known for. Their leadership, of course, their blockchain team as well. And I think the partners are some of the most appealing aspects of this project. So you have their strategic partners, you have their company investors, not the least of which, guys, are Sony and Samsung. So I think perhaps because they did demonstrate that that affiliation with some of the heavy hitters, the big players in the industry, in the entertainment industry, this may be one of the reasons that the price held strong over the course of the last 6 months or so, when a lot of other projects, let's be honest, just fell off the face of the earth. So here, Silicon Angle, you can read about how Theta Labs launches beta blockchain video delivery network and $2 million development fund. Also on Crypto Globalist, Theta token, Theta Labs to spend $2 million for dApp development. Let us know what you think about this project, guys. We are fans, and we're very excited to see what happens next. Speaking of being fans of projects, Safe Exchange Coin, otherwise known as Safex. So this has been another strong project over the course of the last several months, going back here to January. I mean, look, projects obviously do have peaks and they have troughs, and Safex is no exception. I mean, we're not saying that price fluctuation hasn't occurred. Yes, it has. But if you consider the volatility versus the rest of the crypto market, you can see that there's been consistent interest in Safex. You can see that there's been solid support throughout the course of these last several months, and it's a solid project. So that's the reason the support is there, obviously, versus some of these other ones that perhaps didn't quite have the support base. Safex is certainly an exception as far as that goes. Do check out the Safex website. Take a look at what they're doing. Latest video, a behind the scenes look ahead of Safex blockchain launch crypto workshop Belgrade from June 21st, 2018. Taking a look at that on the Safex Twitter account. You can see that here. So last Thursday, Safex team hosted Belgrade to visit a workshop ahead of the launch of the blockchain and the following marketplace, presenting ideas how to get involved in crypto and how it improves our ability to trade globally. So do be sure to follow Safex if you're interested in their work, as we are, because they're doing some great things out there in the space. Obviously a very innovative and potentially revolutionary idea in the space of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And finally, guys, with a quick look, no need to do a deep dive into Binance Coin. You're probably familiar with it, but this has really been, I mean, this is, I think, at the moment, the archetypal resilient crypto project. This coin, I mean, has braved the face of so much FUD, so much retracement in the market, and it just doesn't seem to care. Like, it does not give a damn what's happening in the market. Binance Coin has just grown pretty consistently and predictably, really, since January. And it did hit some all-time highs, I believe, back in January. So we're looking at, the fact that it did perform very well. It did hit some very high numbers in January. But I mean, ever since, let's be fair here, ever since February, 6th, we've seen consistent and predictable, dependable growth since the 6th of February. And really the worst of the market pullback, the worst of the dips have happened since then. And people tend to, forget that, yes, although we've had this bear market, we've had this negative market climate since really January of this year, Binance has quadrupled its user base since January. So in 2018, in the most suboptimal market that you can imagine, that's been the crypto market, unfortunately, Binance has quadrupled its user base. So even if people are just coming in and they may not be spending millions of dollars, sure, they're just everyday consumers, but they wanted to get in on the space. They wanted to get their hands dirty, dip their toes in the water. They're buying Binance Coin because it facilitates transaction. It gives you a discount if you use Binance Coin in your trading on Binance, of course. So if you're not already on Binance, you may want to check it out. And look, even if you're not using Binance Coin in a utilitarian sense, you got to recognize the fact that it has performed well and that it's a very solid project with a very solid team behind it. Not financial advice, guys, but I think it's worth your attention. If you're on the fence, you may want to check them out. Other than that, guys, let us know your recommendations. Let us know what you're excited about. We're going to have some more projects that we're taking a look at tomorrow, some updates that you may want to stick around for. But in the meantime, make sure you're following Altcoin Buzz News on Twitter. We alert you to all the latest happenings in the crypto space. If you like this video, guys, leave us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe by clicking the bell. We have new content every day. Let us know your thoughts and comments below. As always, we'll see you again soon in a new video. Take care.